Pitch misses. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at PNC Park. And our starting pitcher here today, Kevin Gausman. What should we keep an eye on here?
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here. And whether or not he's able to mix the ball in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe he's one time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when the one guy's got that in his back pocket as a hitter. You really have to stay on your toes.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And the key to victory for them here, get their starters some run support early.
If they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant it's settled in. So quick pressure.
Popped up right side. Drifts towards it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We played it in. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Justin Turner. And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Righty to the plate. Time to check the umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, but pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar, it's not too crazy at all.
Throw on a Freeman, and Turner is retired. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. On the ground right side. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down to the top of the second.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And a foul ball. Ohtani, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And takes the one.
Ohtani, 29 years old.
Next offering is in for a strike. Bounce to the left side. Bats up with it. Zips it to first. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now it's Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
But we see more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slog is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
This is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
That one is absolutely belted. And gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just tear it out of the park. Took on a big part of the arc for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off. And I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one is lifted in the air. Barsha makes the catch. One away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a foul ball. Gosman. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Here comes the pitch.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got to come in, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth, and throwing the pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 outs.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, just a little.
It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No.
Oh!
Man at first. Here's Jason Hayden. And a swing and a miss there. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up a walk. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made it good.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. Swinging a ground ball, pitch hit. On to first, out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at PNC Park, out of the 3rd inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Otani back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one missed. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Misses. It's a strikeout.
Really look at the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. In there, and it's a ball. Fastball for a strike.
I mean, that's a perfect location right on the bat. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. Popped up. Lux gets under it. 2 away now. Here's Kiermaier down.
Pretty amazing going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
Foul ball there. The Dodgers leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings and blasts 2 outs. Springer swings once more. Out to left. Hernandez going back on this one. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases.
Comes through with the RBI. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Bichette stands in now and watches strike one. Foul. Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put those away.
Está loco, mami. Está loco.
This is now a 3-1 ball game. Back here in Pittsburgh, and now it's Mookie Betts. Well, he's a guy who does it all.
Bom dia,
He contacted today's game. This guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugger too. That's chasing that down.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then, if this hitter gets a strike or two on, he's still very comfortable because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball. He's in the red deep into the count as well.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he'll two. And he chases that one. 1 up, 1 down.
No, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow down. 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you're committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip the cap.
Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Pops over the wall, knocks it automatic down.
That ball exploded off his bat and on the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. Just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's over 1. Bounce to third. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. Got it. And he can't scramble back in time. Way too much of a turnaround first there. Muncy at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he was through.
He's got 1 already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Lyle batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up. One cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 home run derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
The pitch. Ripped to short. Tosses the first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Turner now.
Just standing up.
That one ripped. Way
No,
back
no,
there.
no.
Reaches out for it, but can't make the
Nice
play.
play.
And it drops foul in the corner. That clears the zone, and that is strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and rip out towards right center field, and a touchdown for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. They'll throw it in, and he's able to sneak up to home.
He was all over that. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work for this one that goes into getting the result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally to most hitters.
Biggio in the box.
Lucha por el medio, Tony.
He takes ball one. On the ground, right side. Freeman over first in time. And they get Biggio to the out.
¡La botó!
He can't take it out. And in comes the runner from second to score. A big mistake there. Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses, and it's looking at 1. 0-1. Bounce to the right side. Third out. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, no one left. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outfield. The right-hander back to work. Here's the strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ballgame.
Drill. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Into second easily.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are in, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me, he's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Ground ball left side. And foul ball. Hard hit left side. Gathers and throws to first. And Hernandez is out. Here comes Chris Taylor. Lifted in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch. Out number 2. Throw behind the runner. They've got him dead wrong. No runs, 1 hit. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Late on that fastball. Varsho measures 5 feet 10 inches, 205 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2017. 0-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Field 2. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at that. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Some high cheese for strike 3.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity, and it is hard to catch up to.
And now Alejandro Kirk. 0-1. One down, base is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's a hit.
¡Uy, con la bola! ¡Mágito, viejo!
A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. One time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And a ground ball to first. And that one handled as the pitcher brings it into the out, and the runner advances to second. And the batter is George Springer. 1 for 2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Freeman
Ooh, you gotta remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And there's a ball.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
The 1-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Varsho after it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. And now it's Gavin Lux. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In the air to left down the line. And that's a foul ball. Lifted in the air on the left side. That one gets down for a hit.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really, just a soft liner that happened to stay fair. But even though you don't want to do it, you got to tip your cap because the guy at the plate, he found a way to fight it off and get that knock. And now they've got some speed on first. So
Monkey back.
Kind of get him in motion. Good catch right there. Anytime you get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Lux over at first with 1-1. Hammers that ball. Curling down the line and foul.
Well, it's a really good basic ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. It's got to find a way just to power like through him over.
Center field. Kiermaier under it. 2 away.
The first baseman,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Genesis Cabrera getting ready to go. Richards also getting ready. Swinging that hard-hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Back-to-back singles.
Right there does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So 2 on with 2 away. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Oh, this one's high and deep. And it's off the wall. 1 run is in. Around third. He'll score 2 runs in. It's 6-2.
Back-to-back base hits. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the accurate bat like that. Beautiful swing there. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kevin
Lo cambio, déjalo ahí.
makes way, and this
Ya lo
is
hice.
one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Lo cambio, déjalo ahí.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Mitch White.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 runs across in the inning, last half of inning number 5. Close run doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. The other way, and it goes just foul. Belton fires. In the air out towards right center. Springer on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That is the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here. Both coming on this 2. And we're back. Start of the 6th. John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading off Harvey Shea. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that's just foul. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
He's really good at hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had that.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The pitch. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And a pitch. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. In the air, center field. Outman moving under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Justin Turner. Ball 1 there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees. And doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to give a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. That's towards center. Gliding in towards the infield. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom. Back here at the bottom of the 6th inning. And now the center fielder, James Outman. And a pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a ground ball out to short.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick to the ball. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He swings and fouls one off. Right-hander kick steals.
Ball, low.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-2 the count.
2-2 now. That one missed. 1 Jason Hayward, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boo. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Swings through that one for strike one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something in the zone.
Swinging the ball out toward left center field. Marshall brings it in. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he cuts across, and the lead is up to 5. And next for L.A., Gavin Lux. Out to short. They take the force out, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Gavin Mitchell. Ohtani back to work. No, he doesn't have the call. Ball 1.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots and show your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
And there's a foul ball. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Drifts towards it, and that's a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball, a little quicker, get that front terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Number 36, into box again, takes a strike. 1-1. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. In the air to left center. It falls in, and that's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here, and maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
1 down. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. And a big swing and miss. 2 on, 1 out. And 1-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
And the righty Diaz stays alive. Kicks and deals. Struck him out looking. Fastball to letters frozen for strike 3.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but it certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Swing and a miss, and then strike 2.
1-2.
Got him swinging. Blue Jays set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Mookie Betts now. And here it comes. And it's foul away. There's a swing and a drop. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Freeman now at the plate as he Strikes through strike one.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Fly ball center field. Kiermaier on the move. Won't bring this one in.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is that bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more.
One at second. First double play, and that's the inning. No runs. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's George Springer. Now on the bump, Tyler Glasnow. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
So, here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like and get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. It sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
And here is Junior. Kicks and fires.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Man at first, one away. Got it by
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still wait on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the eighth. Down the third baseman, Max Muncy. The pitch. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Activity in the bullpen. Eric Swanson getting loose out there. Cabrera warming up as well. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And it's caught for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those blue hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now the box comes up empty with a swing there. And strike two.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
And that he'll touch them all. It's 8-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Oh, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it didn't look like he was going to go foul. He was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely. He gets the job around the bases. Good for him.
Digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. One out, base is empty. Now a pop-up on the infield. Settles under this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a
here at PNC Park. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Kevin Biggio. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
Glass now, ready deals. Good job to fight that one off. Good eye right there.
Definitely is swinging this slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Betts whips it to first. And they get Biggio for the out. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the second baseman. Not even close there. 1-0. In the air right field. Settles underneath it. And it's 2 out. So it's their last chance in this one. Don't. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. This could end it. Lifted to left, and that should do it. The squeeze it.
Just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
singing as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, when you get to guys like this, a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
That's hard hit in the line. Rojas breaks it in with a nice running grab. Dodgers go down. Bottom of the first. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. The wind and pitch. That's in there. That's strike one. Swing and a miss.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in their hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move over the line. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some good contact. But I don't like that. A lot more than that. That was a really good hit. Didn't take long to get a result without it, but just one of those seam high base hits to the infield. You just kind of roll right in front of the low ball. Sometimes those can get you hard and get you a hit.
And there's a hit. They fired it quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Really good swing right there. Got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer when he hit the ball on the screws.
Nick Castellanos in the box now. Take strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 5 of the NLCS. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
To the right side. And a base hit. Here's the throw. It's up the line. And he scores. Out of here first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI and give him the lead. Most teams are other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team of bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball move deep.
In the box now. No balls in a strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Swing and a miss as he was late. The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
This is Bryson Stott. Strike one.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Next offer in there for a strike. The 2-1. One run across in the frame so far here in Game 5. That misses the zone. And the count 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Backed off the plate that time. And down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching this back here in Philadelphia. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Wheeler back to work. And a foul ball. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. 0-2 now. Got him late.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Picking up those first two pitches, but really that last one fooled him. You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rojas sizing this one up. He's got it. Well, now he's got number 3. We played it into the half. Bottom half of inning number 2. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That one fouled off. Kopech in his 5th season, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. The wind of the pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
There's the strike of the knees. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson is sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job out there. Occasionally you'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right? Well, that's going to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So 2 down now, and here is Johan Rojas. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, out of the 3rd inning, and now the DH, Andy Papas. And a pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center, and it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started it ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Little chopper rolls foul. The Dodgers down by a run for here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings through that one off the front that time.
And 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
Boy, it looks like somebody missed the swing side. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Base hit center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. You often hear the phrase short to it and long through. And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hands of early, squared it up with a well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Gavin Lux. The next to hit takes ball 1. No outs. Runners at first and second. And a big swing and miss. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Righty delivers. That one just missing inside. And the count is 2-2.
Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And here comes Tommy Edman. And fouled off. At the belt fires. Popped in the air. Left field. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 1 so far. And he swings and misses.
Yeah, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that one fouled off. Pajas, the lead runner out at second. Hernandez at first, 2 out of the inning. Turns and fires the bats. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 outs. That's a little bit low.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2 on, 2 outs.
A lot of adrenaline, you can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough one.
Set for the bottom of the third, stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. A line to kick the pitch. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball there.
Here comes a pitch. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Trey Turner. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just missed.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. You can't get there. It's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from it a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice speed and a nice play for the out.
And on second, 2 down. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Freeman brings it in for the third out. Philly. Game 5 of the NLCS. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Freeman hits it in the air. Has a beat on it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Neil out front there as his wings through.
Right now, this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So, be real careful that you don't get too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
One down, base is empty. Hard hit to third. Sends it to first. And Hernandez is out. Muncy digs in. He's 0 for 1. Hit in the air, center field. Rojas under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here, Citizen Bank Park. Bottom 4, and now it's Alec Bohm. Got a good eye there. And the pitch. Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seen the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Stop. Batting with 1 down. Takes a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job.
The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one not close. And that's ball 1. The pitch. Misses inside. The count now 2-2. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Mike. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jack Flaherty.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and pop off in foul ground. Muncy pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, JT Realmuto. And that's outside. Hard ground ball, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle of his approach. He didn't try.
Runner takes out. Swing and a miss. Saves it second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that's the case where it seems harder to score. I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the bait.
This one lifted in the air. The throw in. It's out to the top, and he scores. March into second, and he's got a double.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
In the air out to center. Edman in position. It's the center fielder who gets there. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Foul ball there.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Andy Pappas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1-for-1 with a single so far. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. 2 down. Here's Kike Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. Hernandez in his 10th season, 32 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a big power throw. Kyle Schwarber. That's in for a strike.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Right-handed reliever. Swings and misses. 1 out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Strikes he goes. Now 2 out. Bryce Harper to the plate. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Inside, almost got him. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
And that's a great this guy's really performing right there. His run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Gavin Lux. On the ground is short. There to beat him by an eyelash. Singing it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, and perhaps maybe they'll see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
Here's one more look, Siggy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually
that's out of play.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here, trying to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Big swing and miss.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. To short, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Mookie to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Late on that fastball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits it to a better play.
And the righty deals. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And the right-hander deals. And Mookie takes.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
The 1-2. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Ball one, no strikes. Two outs. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0.
Está por en medio.
Left hand here waits. This one chopped to the ground and foul. And off of first with 2 away. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout. And going back to the ballpark. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And the right hand back. Hammers that one. He circles the bases.
Pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Throws to first. One away, bottom of the sixth. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. And that's it for this hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Inside, just missed. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of his zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Got him swinging. And at first, now a chance for Brandon Marsh. That's the third. Tosses to first. That's the third out. Inning over. The Phillies add another on this solo homer. It's now 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Hit behind the fence. Strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep in the alley.
Rip to short. Gets it to first. And the leadoff hitter sat down to open the 7th. Here comes Max Muncy. Fought off foul. Next offer in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Got it started a little too early, strike 1. Starting in the Phillies bullpen, Jeff Hoffman. The hard-throwing righty is up to Lucio. Banks getting cranked up as well. In plenty of time at first. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here's the center fielder, Yohan Rojas. Pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Phils do a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
And the 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to bat.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive.